So going forward, I'm going to go ahead and talk a little bit about blood magic because it's very important to what I'm going to say next, and the history that's went in with blood magic, and also what you've seen on the show and what may happen in season 7 with Melisandre. So my prediction is she's going to have to be there. Unless they replace her with a different sorcerer, she will be there. And I'm going to go into why I say that right now. Now, blood magic, she's been doing it. Melisandre is actually from a Shy. She's a Red Priestess, and she does represent the same, religion, the Rylar, which is the Red God. Same situation with the Faceless Man, from what I understand from all of this double talking. So basically, with blood magic, along with necromancy and divination, is rumored to be practiced like with every Red Priestess. So we're just going to go ahead and just say that, So according to what I've seen is that to rework Valyrian still, you have to actually have a blood sacrifice. So I'm not really sure who that's going to be. Being with Jon Snow, there wasn't anyone sacrificed at the moment, but I'm not sure if it was his own life being sacrificed, so she's able to bring it back. I'm not sure. Maybe that's because he died of a true noble death. That's probably why, but I'm not really sure. Now, according to legend, Azor High is succeeded in forging Lightbringer by working on it for 100 days and 100 nights, and tempering the steel by plundering the blade to the heart of a beloved wife, Lisa. Now, the magic practiced by the Valyrians was rooted in blood, fire. Sept and Barth and the dragons were actually something that was named in unnatural history. So this was something that a lot of people weren't happy with, because you can actually create dragons somehow by doing blood magic. So that might wake up the stone dragon, which actually was talked about at Dragonstone. So we'll be going a little bit deeper into that, but right now, just briefly, I just want to say that this has a lot to do with everything that's going on. So the same situation now, Mary Maz Dur, a God's wife of the great shepherd Magi, was the person that actually was sacrificed herself, and then the dragons were born afterwards. I don't know if you noticed that, but she did tell Daenerys Targaryen that she knows spells capable of saving a man from death, but warns her that only death may pay for life, and death may be cleaner than doing what she was going to go ahead and do. And then she sacrificed Drogo, and Daenerys, her son, Rhaego, to save the life of her Khal Drogo. And the spell, however, only restored Drogo's body, leaving him as a catatonic state. So he wasn't actually like Jon, where he could think and do everything else. He was just basically a vegetable. I'm not really sure why. So Dany has a funeral pyre built, and then, as you know, a horse was killed. So there's more people killed in that situation. And she believes that, in that case, they would resurrect Drogo through blood magic, and insists that without the spells, the blood is nothing. So she even offers assistance in exchange for the release. Dany had the horse, Drogo's body, and 3 dragon eggs, and she placed it in the pyre. And after the pyre is lit, she dies. Daenerys walks out of the flames in the inferno, and after the fire dies, not only does Dany become, she's still alive, obviously. So I feel in that case that was a rebirth. And with her clothes and her hair burned, but also the eggs hatched up, and that's actually the first 3 dragons more than 100 years have been born. So that's why they call her Mother of Dragons. So in this case, the same situation. There was blood magic used. And I don't know if you know this, but also in the Feast for Crows, Maggie the Frog is actually from Essos as well, same place as Melisandre. And so with that being said, the problem with everything that's going on is that with everyone seeing Gendry, that means that now he has to be the one forging the steel, and maybe he's Azor Ahai and not anyone that we're thinking of. Like Jon Snow may not want to actually be king, and he might just be like, whatever, it's too much trouble. And that's just kind of how he was when he was still alive. So I'm not really sure that we can actually say the same thing will happen twice with him, but just dealing with his history, he might just do the same thing. So I want to give credit to the commenter on the last video. I appreciate you bringing up that, that logic and everything, because it's definitely true that it might basically happen that way, that he doesn't even want to become king of the north like his ancestor Jon Stark was. So we'll see about that. We'll see actually what will happen, but I'm going to say in this case, maybe everything she did was out of her own ignorance, but maybe that's what was supposed to happen anyways, because she did get it wrong. And it's kind of strange that the other Red Priestess, which is Kinvara, said that some people get it wrong. Men or women get it wrong when they look at the visions of the flames, but she heard the voice, and for whatever reason, Varys didn't want her to go in on what else was to that situation. So we'll have to figure out what's going to happen on that. I will do some research and kind of figure out if there's anything we can uncover, investigate about that series, which was season 6 that just closed. I will go into that and try to figure out if there's anything from the books that I can expel, as well as comparison to the storyline that we've already seen. But ultimately, my whole way of thinking about everything is that Melisandre will still be there in the end. I don't think that she's going to die or be killed because she's at the wall, because of her magic being so strong and powerful. Being next to the wall, that does help her powers. So I will be going in on that next, and just giving you some more information about Gendry and what I think will happen with him and Arya, and just to kind of conclude the Red Woman and to move on to Gendry and what I think will come for him, in the next season 7 coming up. And these things may not happen all at once in season 7. They might be spanned out within, the next 2 years. We really don't know. But this is just my own opinion, and based off the books and based on the events that currently happen in the show. It just seems to me that based off the history of the worlds of A Song of Ice and Fire, from what I've been actually researching and reading, I feel like this is why there will be a continuance of Melisandre's character in the full show, just because she has to be there. Now, if she's not there, it'll be someone like her that's able to actually help Gendry, forge the steel together. And so we will be coming back in a second with some more information based off of what's going on with Gendry, and also just a little bit more about Melisandre's powers and what I think will help as far as what's going to go on at the end of the day. I feel like also the Faceless Men are somehow in connection in some kind of way, or working in in the same direction, but maybe not in the same side. I'm not sure, so I'll go ahead and let you know a little bit about that next. Why don't you go ahead and bend the knee and subscribe if you already have not, or if you just like to come back to check out what I have up next, then go ahead and do so. But they definitely did spot Gendry in Belfast, and that was definitely a few weeks ago. So now that means that he will be back. And if you haven't checked out Watch the Throne Room .blogspot.com, then I really recommend you do so, because I actually already noted that on the blog, and then that came out about him being spotted, so it's just already been written there. So I have proof that I already said it, and I'm so happy that I'm actually doing this series for Game of Thrones. Again, I would like you to comment below what you think of this, what my opinions are on what may happen. Feel free to comment, subscribe, and also leave your own insight on what you think will happen with everything going on with Melisandre, being there at the end, being that, as for High, which is her purpose. I think the reason that she's still alive is because of that reason, and that's why she's going back towards the wall, because that's where her power is strongest. And so I will go in on that next. So thank you so much for coming in and bending the knee here with me to go ahead and talk about what's going to happen in the next coming season in Game of Thrones. So appreciate you. Go ahead and let me know what you think.